Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on where you are in the world. This is Gloria White coming to you from, still in Utah, USA. Today we will be in the book of Proverbs in the Old Testament in the King James Version of the Holy Bible, chapter 22. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and loving favor rather than silver and gold. Verse 2. The rich and poor meet together or have this in common. The Lord is the maker of them all. Verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Verse 4. By humility and the fear of the Lord are riches and honor and life. Verse 5. Thorns and snares are in the way of the forward or the perverse. He that doth keep his soul, or guards his soul, shall be far from them. Verse 6. All you parents, listen up. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when, or even when he is old, his soul. Ooh. Sorry, let me read that again. I lost my place. Verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and, or even when he is old, he will not depart from it. Verse 7. The rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. Boy, isn't that true if you've ever had a mortgage or a car note or a credit card. Verse 7. The rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. Verse 8. He that soweth iniquity shall reap vanity, or trouble, and the rod of his anger shall fail, or the wrath shall perish. Verse 9. He that hath a bountiful eye shall be blessed, a generous or good eye, for he giveth of his bread to the poor. God said, care for the poor and the needy, the fatherless and the widow. Verse 10. Cast out the scorner, and contention shall go out. Yea, strife and reproach shall cease. Verse 11. He that loveth pureness of heart, for the grace of his lips the king shall be his friend. Verse 12. The eyes of the Lord preserve knowledge, and he overthroweth the words of the transgressor, or the faithless. Verse 13. The slothful man saith, There is a lion without, I shall be slain in the streets. Verse 14. The mouth of strange women, or an immoral woman, is a deep pit. He that is abhorred of the Lord shall fall therein. Verse 15. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. Have you noticed how Satan is slowly creeping in to our society, into our front doors, and over our children? Be careful. He is like a roaring lion looking to devour souls. Just as our Father corrects his children, us, so shall a good Father here on earth correct his children. Okay, let's see, where was I? Okay, verse 16. He that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches, and he that giveth to the rich shall surely come to want, or poverty. Verse 17. Bow down thy ear, and hear the words of the wise, and apply thine heart unto my knowledge. Verse 18. For it is a pleasant thing if thou keep them within thee. They shall withal be fitted in thy lips. Or, let's see, fixed upon thy lips. That thy trust may be in the Lord. I have made known to thee this day, even to thee. Verse 20. Have not I written to thee excellent things and counsels and knowledge? Yes, Solomon, you certainly did. Verse 21. That I might make thee known, 21. That I might make thee know the certainty of the words of truth, that thou mightest answer the words of truth to them that send unto thee. Or send you. Verse 22. Rob not the poor, because he is poor, neither oppress the afflicted in the gate. Remember, Lazarus was laying there at the gate. Oh, how many people just walked right by him and never had any pity on him. Verse 23. For the Lord will plead their cause, and spoil the soul of those that spoiled them. Verse 24. Make no friendship with an angry man, and with a furious man thou shalt not go. Verse 25. Lest thou learn his ways, and get a snare to thy soul. Oh, so those two verses go together. So, let's see. Okay, actually, these 4 verses go together. Verse 24. Make no friendship with an angry man, and with a furious man thou shalt not go, lest thou learn his ways, and get a snare to thy soul. Be not thou one of them that strike hands, or shake hands, or of them that are sureties for debts. If thou hast nothing to pay, why should he take away thy bed from thee, or from under thee? Verse 28. Remove not the ancient landmark, which thy fathers have set, or boundary, the boundaries. And verse 29 in the final verse in chapter 22. Seest thou a man diligent in his business? He shall stand before kings. He shall not stand before mean men, or obscure, unknown men. You know, this verse 28 about the boundaries makes me think about what's going on over in Ukraine. It's not looking very good for peace. There's 160 American troops that have been landed there now, and countless number of Russians on the other side of the border. And all of this over the border of Ukraine. And Russia is, they've blown up those warehouses where they kept their food, and now they've put in a blockade because they're holding military exercises in the Black Sea, which is preventing supply ships from reaching Ukraine. So let's pray for peace and pray for the people of Ukraine, because it's not looking very good. Maybe pray that Putin will come to his senses and return home with all of his troops. And as always, I love you.